A lot of college graduates go to college to get a degree just to pretty much never use it. And then you have to do a ridiculous amount of work.
A lot of people, they'll be saying like, they'll flex degrees. You know, they'll be like, I'm on my 3rd degree. In this context, it's women, but they'll be like, I'm on my 3rd degree. Then they'll be like, period. Period? Why are you on your 3rd degree? I'm on my 3rd degree. I'm going for my 4th next, in a couple years. Why? Am I tripped? Like, why? Isn't the degree to get a job or something, or get the knowledge to maybe start a business or get a good paying job? Why are you getting 4 degrees? What do you need 3 or 4 degrees for? Am I missing something? I don't get it. Alright, we have a video here titled College is Stupid. And I'm kind of passionate about this. I want to hear what this guy has to say, and then, you know, obviously I'll give my 2 cents. But yeah, I don't know about college in 2025.
One thing that I fail to understand no matter how much I try is the American education system. I never understood how the government managed to create a school system that teaches you how to solve super advanced yet useless math problems, but at the same time fails to educate people about the basics of life, like how to get women. As someone who is in his last year of high school, the thought of how dumb high school and college is has really been on my mind a lot recently. It's hard to feel like sometimes school isn't just one big waste of time, and that feeling only becomes more apparent when talking about what some people would call the biggest legal scam to ever exist, college. Now, as if going to school for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 9 to 10 months out of the year wasn't bad enough, the government decided, you know what, let's make you do an additional 4 more years of school. Now granted, I do understand that college isn't a mandatory thing, but let's be real, society makes you feel like you have to go to college in order to be successful. A lot of people.
Now, me personally, look at this dad right here, who's mad at his son for not going to college. No, but real, like me personally, I never felt the pressure to go to college. Maybe when I was like in 9th grade or something, like early high school, I kind of felt that, but not really at all. Not by my parents. Like, they kind of expected it, but then like later on, they just didn't even, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't care. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to college, bro, straight up. But I never really felt the pressure at all for like the college stuff, just because, I don't know, like my environment wasn't like that, even though both my parents went to college, you know? So, but I just never, maybe it's because I was, I think it's because I kind of already showed that I was dedicated to what I wanted to do. And they never gave me a hard time with any type of schooling or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. But I personally don't think college is worth it. No, I'll get into that later.
Parents even force the whole going to college thing on their kids, and they tell you.
And no. And on top of that, I feel bad for like kids who like, you know what I'm saying, who parents are like, oh, you have to go to college, you have to do that, and then they feel I don't. Like, even if my parents were like that, I would still probably not go, like, straight up. Like, genuinely, because I just don't feel obligated to do what they say in that regard. Because, bro, that's, like, something serious. That's 4 years. I probably would be done with college by now. But that would have been 4 years. It depends on what I'm trying to do. But it obviously depends on what you want to do in life and, you know what I'm saying, what your actual goals are. Like, if you want to be an engineer, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a doctor, something like that, 100% go to college. But, like, for stuff like that, I think it's okay. But for other stuff, I just don't think it's worth it, bro. Most people don't even use their college degree. Most people get jobs that don't require their college degree at all.
College, you're gonna end up like one of them niggas living under a bridge. The more I think about this shit, the more disrespected I feel. So you're telling me, even after going to school for 12 years in a row and learning straight bullshit, now I gotta go and learn even more bullshit for another 4 years? But what's worse is that now I gotta pay for the bullshit. Which leads me to my first point as to why college is so fucking stupid. The ridiculous tuition cost and student loans. I'm almost 100% certain college was set up as a system to make sure the average American is in constant debt their entire life. That's the only way to explain the outrageous cost of schooling in America. Cause who the fuck has $146,000 to spend on fucking college? Whoever knew a piece of paper would be worth the same as a fucking R8? But that's only if you do 4 years.
No, bro, and they claim that once you just get this degree, then you can get a job that will pay off all the debt and stuff like that. That's not always the case. Bro, there was this one college like program that like reached out to me and they're like, oh yeah, like they were saying like this college is free or something like that, or they were saying it's super cheap or something like that. Pay this. It was like pay like $10,000 for 4 years or something like that. And at first they advertised it free, so I was like checking it out. I was like, oh, what's this? I might actually do it or whatever. But because I don't mind getting an education, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna pay for something that I don't really think I need. But if I can get it for free, I'm like, hey, why not? But it ended up costing money. And Yeah, they were claiming that everybody who graduated this school, and they said there was a bunch of students, but they were saying everybody who graduated this school can get a job right when they're done graduating, right when they get this like degree or whatever. They can get a job that makes 100,000 to 150,000 a year. And I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting, but statistically, that's just not possible. Like that's not happening, bro. Most people I've talked to people like kids around my age who have finished college, they can't find a job that their degree is supposed to be able to get them. They just can't find it. I mean, it's too saturated, and it's just hard to find. And then they end up getting a job that they never needed a degree to begin with. You know, so you might as well just like try to learn on your own or learn something or start a business. And at the end of the day, most of these people want to start businesses anyways. Just start, learn and start. You don't need college to start a business or get knowledge or any of that.
Of college at a public school. God forbid you do more than 4 years or try to go to one of those Ivy League colleges. You might as well call it wraps on ever being financially stable. But of course, if you don't have the money up front, you can always get a student loan, right? You just gotta remember you gotta pay all that back and then some. Taking out a student loan is the equivalent to selling your soul to the fucking devil. Imagine graduating college only to find out you're damn near 200K in debt thanks to your loans. But don't forget about interest rates, meaning that 200K is really gonna be like 300 to 400K. You'll probably have to end up selling both your kidneys and your left testicle just to pay back these loans, and that probably still won't be enough. And the fucked up part is, because of how expensive college is, there's a good chance you're gonna have to get a full-time job just to pay for shit like food, clothes, gas, etc. Before you know it, you've dug yourself into a hole you're gonna have to work the next 20 years to get out of. The amount of people who are pushing 40 and are still in debt tell you how fucked up this shit is. Listen, I'll never promote committing crimes and or doing anything illegal for money, but I understand why instead of going to college, some niggas just scam, because this ain't it, chief. I also want to talk about one of the most irritating parts about college and getting a college degree, and that's that even after doing 4 years of college, after spending all that goddamn money, after having to decide whether you should end it all now or live to see another day, it's not even guaranteed that you're going to be able to find a job. To be honest, there's a good chance you're actually going to struggle to find a job. So let me get this straight. I need this piece of paper in order to get a decent paying job.
Bro, and that's the thing. These boomers don't understand that. These boomers are so good. Bro, get a trade, bro. Get a trade. If you want to go to college so bad, just get a trade. Work with your hands. Do something. Do like something that actually, you know what I'm saying, people will need forever. Because, bro, all AI is taking over, gang. So if you're trying to get these degrees that won't even be worth anything in a couple years, bro, focus. Go on YouTube. Go on like online. Take these like AI classes that teach you some real knowledge, and that doesn't cost anything. This is like completely free. Because at the end of the day, bro, you know what I'm saying, the world's moving so quick that a lot of these degrees will be useless in like a couple years. If not, they're already useless. And yeah, it's just it really is a scam when you really think about it, bro.
Yet when I get this piece of paper, I'm still not even guaranteed to get that job. Do you know how much of a goofy you have to feel like going to college and still end up working the same job as a high school dropout? You have a whole bachelor's degree, yet you're still in the back of Wendy's flipping burgers just to make ends meet. Ain't that some bullshit? Do you know how stupid you're gonna look bagging groceries at Walmart with a master's degree? And believe it or not, but this is actually the fucked up reality of a lot of college graduates. A lot of college graduates go to college to get a degree just to pretty much never use it. And then you have to do a ridiculous amount of work.
Dude, some people, mostly women, I hear, but women are like, not most, I'll just generalize. I won't like generalize just women, but a lot of people, they'll be saying like, they'll flex degrees. Like it's something, like it's money, or like it's like a big accomplishment or something. But bro, you just went to school and took like classes, bro. Like, you know, they'll be like, I'm on my 3rd degree. And then people will be like, all right, in this context it's women, but they'll be like, I'm on my 3rd degree, then they'll be like, period. Why are you on your 3rd degree? I'm on my 3rd degree, I'm going for my 4th next in a couple years. Why? Am I tripped? Like, why? Isn't the degree to get a job or something, or get the knowledge to maybe start a business or get a good paying job? Why are you getting 4 degrees? What do you need 3 or 4 degrees for? Am I missing something? I don't get it. But a lot of women, they'll like flex that, like it's like the degree is like something, like it's like monetary value, or it means something like that. Like, bro, you just spent a bunch of money for college and it got you nothing, and you're going for another one for what? So you can, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
Now, I think it comes as no surprise that as a college student, every day your life is going to consist of reading books, writing papers, or spending 5 hours completing homework. They will deadass work you like a fucking slave, bro. No breaks, no off days, no relaxation, and let's just pray you're able to get a decent amount of sleep. Even though that probably won't happen, you can pretty much say goodbye to having any type of free time, or really any social life for that matter. Yeah, that party you were planning on going to, go ahead and cancel that, my boy. You got 5 papers to turn in, all due by Friday, and each one is worth 50% of your grade. You really thought you were finna take a nap? Fuck no, boy. You gotta stay up all night studying for that math test that you know is gonna have a bunch of questions about shit you never learned in class. Every day is literally nothing but work, and when you're not working, you're probably sleeping because you're so tired from all the work you just did. The amount of stress and flat out anxiety that comes with the mountains of work that teachers damn near pile up on you is insane. The mental torture that college students go through is actually pretty when you think about it. Like, who created this inhumane school system and thought it was okay? The work they give is enough to make a nigga go into a deep depression. Now, while we're on the topic of school work, I'm gonna go ahead and call out the people who give out these inhumane assignments. I just want to go ahead and give a big fuck you to all those college professors out there. They get a kick out of torturing their students, that think it's okay to put another human being through this type of treatment. Fuck you to all the college professors that assign weekly 50-page essays for no reason at all. You all are the scum of the earth. You all are the bane of my existence. I hope the worst for you and your families. And then we got what I think is the biggest waste of time in college, general ed classes. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you go to college, more than likely your first several years, you have to take something called general ed classes. These are pretty much the same basic subjects you used to take in high school. You know, math, art, foreign languages. You know, just the most useless classes known to man. Now, what makes general ed so annoying is the fact that they have little to nothing to do with your degree. Yet these are still classes that you have to take in order to get your degree. Again, what is the point of me going to school and learning things that are quite literally irrelevant to my career path? General ed classes are nothing more than classes to make you stay in school longer. If I want to be an engineer, what is the point of me taking a history class and learning who took a shit at exactly what time? How and what way, shape, or form did this help me become a better engineer? This shit is pointless. And the whole time you're sitting in class taking these classes, you're thinking, damn, I could be doing so many other things with my life right now. But instead, I'm here learning about Shakespeare. Where did it all go wrong? I'm so serious when I say the
truth is, people who want more with their life, by I'd say like halfway through college, or not even halfway, like within like the first year of college, they'll probably drop out. And they'll realize this isn't for them, and they'll like, not only will they drop out, but they'll be working on something on the, like, before they drop out. So they'll like have something else. They're like, okay, this ain't working out. Let me actually put my energy into something else. And then they'll probably get some success in like a business they're doing or some type of other endeavor that they're doing, and they'll realize, okay, this is way better, this can be profitable, and this is like what I actually enjoy doing, and they'll just drop out of college anyways. You know what I mean? So that's the good thing. But people who stay in there for 4 years and then act like, oh, I like, after they're done, they're like, oh, that was a waste of time. Like, come on, bro, you knew it was a waste of time from year one. You're tripping. So I really can't even feel bad for people who do that. But it is kind of sad when, you know what I'm saying, that people are pressured to go to school for so long, or like for, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of time, and then they end up just not even being able to get a good job. It's like, that's just sad. I'm not gonna lie.
The time it takes students to graduate would be cut in half if we weren't required to take these bullshit classes. Next, we got having to live with roommates. Now in college,
yeah, that's tragic. Hell no.
If you live on campus, you're gonna have to live in a dorm. And usually when they assign you to a dorm, they make you stay with at least one other person. Granted, again, not everybody lives on campus, but for the people who went to college and did have to live in a dorm, I can only imagine how annoying that has to be. Having to live with other people in that prison cell they call a dorm. And what makes it even worse is if you go to a college where they randomly select your roommate, meaning your roommate could vary from a gaming nerd to some nasty ass nigga that never puts on deodorant. Imagine your roommate is some ugly fat dude that walks around smelling like dick cheese. How am I supposed to deal with that? You're telling me I gotta spend the next several years of my life with a nigga who by himself takes up 70% of the room and also smells like a walking fart? I'm trying to go to bed and all I smell is 2 cans of ass punching me in the face. And then Lord forbid you end up with a roommate that snores at night. You might as well go ahead and take matters into your own hand at that point, if you know what I mean. But what's even worse than having to share a dorm is having to share a bathroom. Now, if regular public school taught me one thing, it's that you niggas are nasty. You niggas are fucking disgusting and have no ability to clean up after yourselves. You niggas will literally leave the bathroom looking like a murder scene. I can only imagine the horrors of having to use the bathroom right after someone took a dump, or even having to deal with the nigga that has no ability to aim when pissing. Every time you go to the bathroom, it's covered in random stains and what looks like blood all over the floor. And on top of that, you have to share a shower with these niggas. Listen, there's a lot of things I do.
Bro, this is literally like an ad to not go to college. Like, holy crap, the roommate is like, that's an, I mean, you don't have to live on campus, I guess, but Yeah, that's like a no-go, bro. And I don't want to talk to any professors, bro. Like, I don't want to talk. Like, I just don't want to deal with teachers or anything. Whew, I'm so happy school. Like, I'm out of school. I've been out of school for a minute though. Like, since like 2019. So yeah.
To tolerate, but sharing a bathroom with a bunch of other grown men for sure ain't one of them. Now, we'll be honest, there is a small chance that you do get lucky and end up with a roommate that's pretty cool and that you genuinely like. But let's be serious, that's highly unlikely. Just pray you end up with someone that cleans up after themselves and remembers to brush their teeth in the morning. To be 1000% honest, it's so hard to not feel like college isn't completely pointless. It's hard not to feel like most people who go to college don't just go to say they went to college. Now, of course, if you're going to college to be like a doctor, lawyer, scientist, or some type of super smart job, then of course college is needed. But it just feels like nowadays, especially since we live in a world where there are more avenues to make money than ever, college isn't anywhere near as important nor necessary as it used to be. I mean, hell, if you do your research, damn near half of today's current billionaires didn't go to college at all. If they can do it, why can't I? I mean, you got people who make millions just from streaming for a living. You can really find so many ways to make money doing anything today. Again, don't let this video stop you from going.
There's so many ways to make money, bro. Like, if these people that went to college spent 50%, not even, maybe even less, maybe 25% of their time, all their energy that they're spending like working on those assignments that get you no money, nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't even care about the assignments. You're just doing it just to, you know what I'm saying, pass the class. You know, so if they spent 25% of that time and energy into maybe making these AI videos or making a meme, I know it sounds like kind of stupid, but making like a meme page on you know, Instagram, or like growing a page, or, you know what I'm saying, doing like just working with AI or making an AI website or an AI app or something like that, bro, you'd make so much more money. Like, bro, I know I have friends that have meme pages that are making over 15K a month, bro, just from sponsorships on their pages, and they're just posting stuff that, you know what I'm saying, they think is funny, or they're posting clips or clip pages and stuff, bro. That's just a small percentage of, that's just some entertainment stuff that you could do that's super easy, that literally anybody can do. But there are other like so many other avenues where you can make money online, and something like I'm learning about new stuff every day that I didn't even imagine you could make money from online, which is it's absolutely like astonishing. And it's crazy that people still like choose to go this route with what they see every day online, with all these people making like certain amount of money. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't have that dedication. Straight up, they don't have the dedication, and they need college, and they'll need a job, and you know, a lot of people are meant to be workers, and that's completely fine.
To college, if it's genuinely something you want and something you genuinely care about, then do it. But also don't allow society to make you feel like you're gonna be a failure without it. I promise you, there are a million ways to make $1. College is just one of them. But anyway, that's about it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, comment more videos.
This beat got me bobbing my head. Okay.
Ideas down below, and yeah, that's about it. See you.
W video. Shout out to this YouTuber. What's his name? Shout out Cuff. I don't know if that's it. Kof or Cuff. You get the point. All right, but hey man, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think. Like, how do you guys feel about college? Are you going to college? I genuinely want to know. I talked to this one dude. Like I said, he's. I mean, this is just one person. I don't talk to many people who are in college, but just because I mean I don't have many friends that are in college, but because I don't know, like they're typically, the college people are more typically like partiers. They're kind of like bots. I'm not trying to like insult, like, you know what I'm saying, shout out to you if you're in college, but a lot of college people are just bots. They're all they want to talk about is like normie stuff and not really any like business related things, and they don't think outside of the box. That's what I'm trying to say. But I did talk to one guy, and he was in college, and he was having a hard time getting a job after he finished. He did 4 years college. He got a good degree. I forgot what it was. Maybe like like computer science or something. But he was looking for a job and he couldn't find one. He applied on like Indeed hella times. Bro, now they're using literal like AI bots to apply on Indeed. And how could you ever get like weed out the good like person who actually is good at what they do from the people? Like, there's so many people with like computer science degrees and all these degrees. How would you know who's good or not? Like, you need connections. Like, it's not just about getting a college degree. You need connections to certain businesses or these people that you want to intern with and things like that. And then you could also get laid off even if you get the job. It's not promising. Trade is really good. I know people who get into a trade like heating, cooling, or like just like, you know what I'm saying, some hands-on stuff. then they learn about it, they get really good at what they do, then they start like diverting their time into like creating a business for it, and then hiring people to do what they know how to do, and then they end up being a CEO and they run their own business of like heating and cooling, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's another route. There's so many routes to go. College is like just very, very it's very, very old school. And these boomers that are telling people, oh, you need to go to college, you need to do this, and then what happens when they get out of college and they can't pay for, or they can't get a job, and then they can't pay their rent or whatever and all this? Are those boomers gonna then, oh, sorry, I pointed you in the wrong direction and I said you're gonna get kicked out if you don't go to college? Now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? At that point, they gotta live with you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let your kids, these boomers gotta let their kids live with them if they can't find a job, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. But let me know what y'all think. I'm a little bit passionate about this. I don't want to steer anybody the wrong direction or anything, but I don't know. This is just my personal opinion. But make sure you drop a like. I upload a new video every single day. I'll catch y'all in the next one, and we out.